What's up, Superpower reviewers? It's Kevin Vidini here for, well, Superpower review. And as you can tell, I am not recording in studio today. I'm recording at home. And that's because we got quite a few packages to unbox today. So let's get into it. Alright guys, the first package we're going to open comes from a subscriber. This is no surprise to me. This subscriber has already told me what is in this package. This comes from Robert Tuck. So I guess I said in a previous video that I found a book that I liked and I wanted to upgrade it. So this person was nice enough to say, hey, I have a book. It might be in better condition than the one that you have already. So let me just send it over to you. So I really appreciate that, Robert. I really appreciate the book, and I also appreciate your subscription to the channel as well. So let's get this baby open. We have two other boxes to unbox, and we also have a purchase that I made today. So yeah, this looks much better. So as you can tell, this is a Swamp Thing number 4. As you all know, I love Swamp Thing. And the Bernie Wrightson run is awesome. So this is significantly better than the copy I have already. This actually could use a press. There's this kind of a crease right here, so that would press right out. And Robert, thank you so much for putting this in Mylar for me, man. I really appreciate that as well, because I love Mylar and all of my comic books go straight into Mylar. So man, thank you so much. This is definitely a lot better than the copy I have. The copy I have, the spine is completely torn to shreds, and so I'll probably be selling that one and keeping this one for the PC. So let's get back into unboxing some comics with the next package. All right, the next package we have comes from an Instagrammer. I've bought books from this guy before, and so I decided to buy some after this guy was having a sale, and it pretty much the same prognosis. This guy was selling books, and I already had these books, but these were in better condition than I already had. So same thing. I bought these books just to kind of update the ones I already have, and I'm going to sell the ones that I don't want. And there's also a book in here that I do not have in the collection. Nothing big, no big keys, but just really good books. Alright guys, I finally got the books free, so I'll show you the ones that I already have, and this was a upgrade. So this is Amazing Spider-Man number 294, part 5 of Kraven's Last Hunt. This is my favorite Spider-Man story of all time. I've said this previously on my channel. And I also have part 2, The Crawling Amazing Spider-Man number 293. Awesome Mike Zeck covers for these books, and Bob McLeod. Love this story. Absolutely love this story. Great, and it's dark for Spider-Man. So yeah, I have these books, and I bought these books when I first started getting back into comic collecting, and condition then didn't really matter to me, but now condition does. And the copies I have are super bent. Nothing really wrong with the spine. It's just that they have like a huge corner bend here, and it just irks me. So I just wanted to get better copies, and these are for sure better copies than all I have. And so the other book that was in that collection is this Amazing Spider-Man number 245. This is a book that I've kind of skipped out a lot on, so I jumped on it. So this is when the Carnage symbiote infects Cletus Cassidy. So in my opinion, this book is a key to me, especially since I love anything symbiote related with Spider-Man. That is my jam. So this is definitely a book that is needed for the collection and is going to go right in the symbiote comic book box. Alright, so guys, I'm going to show you the book that I bought today at my local comic book store, and then we'll get into the last unboxing because that one's a little bit big. So I've been eyeing this for a while at my comic book shop, and I haven't picked it up because I heard that there were some issues with this book, and so I decided to take a chance and gamble on it. So again, for my love for Swamp Thing, I ended up picking up the Absolute Swamp Thing by Alan Moore. This is volume 1, and as you can see, this is one thick, hefty book. If you guys are new here to the channel, subscribe, because I'm going to be doing a, kind of unpacking of the plastic seal to see if there was any damage on this book. This book has been getting some flack because I hear the binding's not good on these books. There's some major warpage on the book, and no one really knows why. I know DC kind of rushed to get these out because they were super late on the release date. They had to keep pushing it forward and forward, so maybe that's why there's some binding issues and warpage to the book. But I'm super happy to have this in the collection. Oh man, it's so thick. So thick, look at it. So thick. So I'm super excited to have this. I'm definitely gonna reread this because I had the Saga of Swamp Thing book number 1, which happened to be my brother's, so I'm gonna give it back to him, and that's why I also bought this. So again, be sure to subscribe to the channel if you want to see me kind of unwrap this and go into detail. I'll be doing this at the studio. All right, guys. So here is the last box for this video. This is coming from another Instagrammer. This was a comic book buy, and this is the first comic book buy of 2020, man. So 2020 is starting off great, especially with these books and with this one. So this Instagrammer posted this book multiple times. I want to say he had this book up for a month. He's been trying to sell it for a month, and so when he first posted it, I was like, "Oh, that's a really cool book. Like, I would love to have that." And me being me, I was trying to be a good boy, and I was just like, "Yeah, I shouldn't buy anything right now. I'm trying to save money so I can, do other things other besides buy comic books." So finally, this person decided to drop the price on it. And I asked him about it, and so he gave me a good deal. To be honest, when he posted this book up for sale, I already thought that this book was already at a great deal. This knife is just not cutting today, man. Come on, butterfly knife. Maybe it's getting dull from all the times I use it. So I was just like, yeah, I think I should just pick this up. This guy is struggling to sell this thing, and I just also picked it up because I thought it was such a unique book as well. Good packaging, good job. It is a slab, and there's a lot of firsts with this slab as well. So, oh man, it's more packaging. Surprise! That's right, I appreciate good packaging. So like I said, some firsts on this book. This was not on the wish list. Before I show it to you guys, let me check the case, make sure everything's okay, make sure there's nothing wrong with the case. And we look good. We look okay. All right. So yeah, not a book I was looking for. I already have a raw copy of this book, and I actually didn't know this. So let me show it to you right now. Here we go. So this is Batman number 237, graded at a 6.0 with off-white to white pages. This is a classic Neil Adams cover. Actually, the raw copy I have, actually found this at a flea market for I don't know, $40, something like that. And I would have to say it's probably in the same condition as this one, maybe. So what's great about this one is that it is signed by Bernie Wrightson. Yeah, no way, right? One of my new favorite artists because of Swamp Thing. So I did not know this about this book. And this person who sold it to me told me and it's on the label. So this is based on Bernie Wrightson's idea with an assistant from Harlan Ellison, Genesis of Story Explained in O'Neill letter. So apparently Bernie Wrightson came up with the idea of this cover and for the story. And then I guess, I don't know, Denny O'Neill and Neil Adams kind of took it away and just went with it. So I thought it was really unique. And so it's signed by Bernie Wrightson, and it's also signed by Neil Adams. And, you know, as you guys know, I love Neil Adams' art. Maybe not as a person, but I love his art. And I just thought it was super unique. And for the price, I couldn't pass it up. To be honest, I could really care less about the grade. Just to know that I have something signed by Bernie Wrightson now is really the reason why I bought this. If I wanted Neil Adams to sign one, I would have just given it to him and just taken a raw copy. So there's a lot of firsts on this book. This is my first Bernie Wrightson signed book, and this is also my first Neil Adams signed book that is graded, because I have a bunch that are raw. So yeah, I'm super stoked about this book. Love this book, man. This is such a great cover. Stories are a little okay, the story's a little weak, but I just love this cover. I love how Neil Adams kind of accentuates the body movement of the Reaper, like kind of winding up, and he's all twisted at the hips over here. Really, really cool. So guys, that was my mega unboxing for today. Let me just do a recap. So we have a Swamp Thing number 4 from Robert in Boston. I really appreciate this, Robert. Love this book. I absolutely love this cover. Amazing. And then we also have an Amazing Spider-Man number 345, the first time Cletus Cassidy gets infected by the Carnage symbiote. And then we have some Kraven's Last Hunt. We have Amazing Spider-Man number 294, part 5 of Kraven's Last Hunt. And we also have Amazing Spider-Man number 293, part 2 of Kraven's Last Hunt. We also have the comic book purchase at the local comic book store, which is Swamp Thing, or Absolute Swamp Thing book number 1 by Alan Moore. Man, you could like kill somebody with this book. And then finally, we have a Batman 227 graded as 6.0 signed by Bernie Wrightson and Neil Adams. So guys, that's going to do it for today's video. If you liked anything that you saw in this video, be sure to smash that like button. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to click on that subscribe button for future videos. I do have to say, I don't normally record from home. Sometimes I do it on occasions, but I do normally record at a studio, so I would gladly appreciate your subscription. Your comments are welcomed, and I want to thank you guys so much for watching today's video, and I'll see you guys next time. See ya!